Hi, I'm Harbir Singh from Barefoot Docs, and today's question was sent in by Harbir Singh Khalsa, and the question was, how can you sit for longer in the gurdwara? There's loads of different issues that people have. For some people it's their knees, for some people it's their back, for some people it's their feet that hurt, for some people they get pain in the inner thighs. So we're going to look at different techniques, and you've got to look at what works for you. Technique number one is what I call the knee hug. Bring your legs up into this position, bring your arms around your knees, and then this helps your back stay upright as well. Position number two is the normal sitting leg crossed. What you want to do is make sure this leg doesn't squash this foot too much, because otherwise your leg will go numb. So you can either tuck this underneath or bring it out. The other thing you want to make sure you do is keep your back upright. If you put your wrists on your knees, that can help you have a marker for whether your back is upright or whether it's slumped. The last thing that you want to do, apart from that, is make sure your head is looking straight ahead and not looking up or down, which would potentially strain your neck more. Number three is what I call the quad stretch. This is useful for stretching the leg as well as giving you an alternative position to give your legs a break from the normal cross leg position. If you bring one leg behind, so your foot is in line with your leg, and then you try and sit upright in that position. This will stretch your quad, but also your hip flexor. You hold this position for as far as is comfortable before switching over to the other side to make sure that you keep balance with whatever technique you decide to adopt. Technique number four is the one I learned in India. This is called the wraparound. You need a piece of material like this. You can use a gurdwara or a chunni, and then you might want a shawl to cover yourself, otherwise people will think you're a bit crazy. So put it around you like this, put it around your legs like so, and then you tie a knot. And I saw some people in India who used to sit for 12 hours a day, use this technique to make sure that their back is upright, and also it doesn't put any pressure on the knees as well. The technique is having a cushion. Pretty simple. You can take your jacket off, fold it up, tuck it in underneath your bottom, and that gives you a little bit of a cushion. Try this one at home. And just having that little bit of an additional layer takes the pressure off your back, because it raises your hips in relation to your knees, and this can make it a lot easier to sit for a long period of time. So if you're going to be doing something like double seva, it's handy to get a piece of clothing, fold it up, tuck it underneath you, and it will make you able to sit for longer. The next one, sit onto your feet in a kneeling position, keep your back upright. This can actually be really handy, although it looks uncomfortable. For big people who find it quite difficult to sit cross-legged, this can actually be quite handy for them. If you're having to sit for long periods at home, for meditation or for paat, it's useful to make yourself comfortable. You may want to sit in a chair with some back support. That's one option. You can also sit against the wall with a cushion underneath your bottom and a cushion behind your back, and potentially something behind your neck if your neck is likely to drop when you're doing meditation. So those are a couple of options to make it more comfortable if you're at home, not in a gurdwara environment, where you have the opportunity to sit with your legs outstretched, doesn't put any pressure on the knees, and there's a lot less pressure on the back. This technique is handy for, again, guys with overdeveloped quads, or generally big guys who may find it difficult to get in a cross-legged position. Normally it's the inside of the thighs that hurt the most for them, and again, wrapping up a piece of material and tucking it underneath a knee allows the pressure to be relieved off the hip and off the groin, and makes it a lot easier. So you need one thing at the side, so you probably have to take loads of clothes with you wherever you go, but that's another option as well. Lastly, you could always stand. I know it sounds crazy, but if you have to do some paat or you want to do some simran and you're finding it uncomfortable to sit down, having periods of standing up in between or walking around can help the body refresh, can help get blood flow around to the muscles and the joints, and can be a really useful strategy to enable you to sit for longer periods of time. You also may want to break up your bouts of sitting, so sit for half an hour, walk around for 10 minutes, sit for half an hour, walk around for 10 minutes. But this video is more focused at people who already sit. They already sit for long periods of time, but they want to be able to sit more comfortably so that they can sit for longer. The biggest key for them is to keep changing positions so that you're comfortable for longer, your body stays more limber, more relaxed, and you don't build up too much strain or stress on one particular part of the body. If you found value in this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment. And if you have a question that you want to get answered, please leave it in the comment box below and I'll answer it in the next video.